Hey guys, Matt Ogus, LOA. I'm going to answer a Facebook question. And this one's from, forgive me if I say your name wrong, bro, Firun Chan Priap. So, his message to me was about competitions. And he says, hey Matt, I'm competing in my first competition this summer. Can you make a video on your first competition experience and maybe some advice regarding stage fright or jitters? Thanks a lot, man. You're awesome. I love your videos. So first of all, thanks for messaging me this comment, this concern, this question, bro. Because I think this is very important since this is a bodybuilding channel, you know, right? Let's talk about competing. So there's two main things about my first competition. One is how I prepped for it, and two is the nerve-wracking, whirlwind, horrible, experience, just ridiculous day of competition, right? So I guess I might as well just tell you guys how I prepped for it. Screw it. I think I have enough time in this video with this footage you're watching right now. This is from a back day a couple weeks ago. How did I prep into my first show? All right, so I was probably like 180 pounds at the start of this whole thing when I decided I was going to compete at this show. I asked I won't give identities here, but I asked a close friend of mine for advice on how to prep for the show, seeing that I needed to get into shape. I didn't even know what that exactly meant. I just knew I had to get cut. I didn't know that meant actually losing fat. I didn't know like what processes were going on in my body. I just knew that I had to get that look of being stage ready. And this my buddy, he told me he was going to be my mentor, my coach, and he was going to kind of help me with nutrition and the training. So he told me that, all right, you should start training incredibly high volume. I was like, YOLO, all right, I'll do whatever you say, dude. So I was in the gym pulling most of the days double days, you know, doing like upper in the morning, lower at night. The next day I'd do lower in the morning, upper at night. I mean, I'm serious. I would do like the entire body in just 2 days. Wait, I'm sorry, in 1 day. I'd do the whole body, and the next day I'd do it again. And every time I'd work legs, I'd either do squats or deadlifts, and I was doing like 10 sets of 10, okay? Imagine me doing like 5 sets of 10 on regular deadlift, and then 5 sets of 10 on sumo deadlift, followed by 5 sets of 10 of Jefferson deadlift, followed by 5 sets of 10 on snatch grip deadlift. I was doing all of this in one workout, okay? Because I was under the idea that I had to do tons and tons of volume to, you know, burn calories, I was told. Get that volume in, it's going to shred the fat. And for the nutrition side of it, I was told, dude, G-Flux, G-Flux, G-Flux. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, if you're burning 3,000 calories and consuming 3,000 calories, you're going to have a different body composition compared to someone with, you know, a 2,000 in, 2,000 out. Granted, everything else is the same, you know, genetics, all that. And I was like, dude, that makes so much sense. And practicality, like, if you think about it, yeah, I guess it does sort of make sense, right? But it's not like this. It seems more of a non-causal, a non what's the right word? It's more like a correlation, right? Because bigger guys tend to have more muscle, have a higher caloric need, spend more calories in general, and of course there's all these variations, these metabolic variations, but yeah, I was like, okay, if I just basically consume a shitload of calories and burn a shitload of calories through exercise, which was not something you should be trying to do here, through lifting weights. You shouldn't be trying to burn shitloads of calories through lifting weights. If you're gonna try to burn calories, yeah, get your weight training sessions in and try to get stronger or maintain strength, but let cardio, you know, be the thing that puts you gets those calories out. So the thing was, I wasn't even tracking calories. I wasn't tracking anything. That was the biggest mistake. That's the big mistake that everyone makes, is not tracking calories, not tracking macronutrients. So I was just going to Chipotle every day or Adalberto's every day or In-N-Out Burger every day, trying to consume literally as much food as possible while trying to expend as much energy as possible in the form of straight up work volume in the gym. So I was doing double days. I was doing all kinds of crazy shit. And that's how I prepped to my first show. Just from that, it's like you can already see all of the mistakes that I made. It helps to understand the science behind losing weight, the science behind competition preps before actually even competing, before doing a competition prep. Because you actually have to get lean, okay? I bulked into my first show. I think I was probably 185 pounds in my first show. And when I began the whole process of like maybe 2 months prepping, quote unquote, I gained weight in my first show and I looked like shit. I think I'll save the actual day of competition for my next video, bro. So, yeah, I bulked into my first show because I didn't understand the science of simply losing weight, maintaining muscle. You know, I wasn't quantifying what I was consuming. Biggest mistake. And I was under the notion that I'm gonna burn a ton of calories, unquantified calories through weight training, and that's not the way to go. You want to train practically the same way you trained to gain the muscle, to try to maintain it. Try to gain even more muscle. Try to gain strength during a cut. A big newbie mistake is to, when you start a competition prep, change the way you train. You know, you want to do 10 to 20 rep sets of everything. You want to do unquantified amounts of cardio. That's not the way to go. You want to write down your workouts, keep track of your strength, and try your best to improve your strength, or at least to maintain it in you know, smart rep ranges. You know, there's no point in doing 20 to 30 rep sets. I mean, unless you're doing occlusion training. So yeah, be careful about your prep. Make sure you understand the science behind losing weight. If you have a coach, make sure that this person is utilizing macronutrients, is utilizing flexible dieting, is utilizing keeping you on as much calories as possible while getting the job done of losing the fat that you need to lose for a show. And just be smart about it. Try to do your research before plunging head first into a contest prep. You'll probably enjoy the contest itself more. You might enjoy the process more if you kind of have a better idea of what you're actually doing. So that was probably the biggest mistake I made in my first contest prep for a show back in like late 2010, October. Yeah, that's it, guys. Be careful. All right, be careful. Do your research. Understand the science. It's pretty simple. Just figure it out. Lots of videos out here to help you guys. My channel and many other YouTube channels. So that's it, bro. Hope I answered the question. Take care. Another video coming up soon where I will probably talk about the day of competition. Peace.
Hey, quit being a little bitch! Ogus cake!